This is EB3, speaking the truth in love, and I'll just come on for a few minutes to give you guys a word of encouragement. If you like this video and want more content like it, like, subscribe, and drop a comment. And share. So, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Okay. I think sometimes we wake up in the morning. I know for me, this is me. Sometimes we wake up in the morning and we don't really think about, we just say, Lord, I thank you for waking me up. Lord, I thank you for your mercy and your grace. Lord, I just thank you. But do we really take the time and really think about the goodness of God? Do we really take the time in the morning and think about what it means to say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, sometimes we're going to have to purposely, I'm going to say it again, purposely rejoice in the day. Because every day is not going to be easy. Every day is not going to be what you would want it to be. There are different bad things that are happening to good people. You don't have to be the worst person in the world for something tragic to happen to you. You don't have to be sinful, outrageously sinful. The Bible says he reigned on the just as well as the unjust. So good things happen and bad things happen. But at the end of the day, this still is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Now, rejoicing and being glad and happy, all those things are, I would say, different. Happy is based on what the circumstances is. So you can almost be, it's kind of like contradictory in a certain type of way, what I'm getting ready to say. But you can almost be kind of sad, but still rejoice. And what I mean by that, the fact that something tragic has happened, you're sad about that because you're human. That's the human part of you. But the fact that you know that God is still in control, you can rejoice in that because you know. One of my favorite phrases is, this too shall pass. So in the knowing that this too shall pass, you can rejoice that, yes, I'm going through this horrible thing, but God is going to bring me through. God is always there with me. He is going to send me a sign that everything is going to be all right. And sometimes, even if you don't get that sign right then, you still know that God is in control. Nothing happens by mistake. He knew everything about you. He knew the situations that would be coming. But he also knew that the faithfulness that you have, that you will make it. He also knew that during those times when you were astray, that you would come back. God knows everything about you. He knows your uprising, your downrising. He knows everything about you. Everything that's going to happen in this day, he knew. Everything that's going to happen tomorrow, he knows. So, again, this is the day that the Lord has made. No matter what going on in the world around you, in your personal life, in your children's life, in your loved ones at work, anything, no matter what's going on, still somehow in your mind, in your heart, in the deepest part of your soul, you should be able to say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Can you do that today? Rejoice and be glad in it, no matter what you're going through. Because listen, this is a true thing that I'm going to tell you. Somebody else needs to see the joy that's in you. Somebody else needs to see that no matter what you're going through, no matter how serious the situation is, because in this life, In this life, troubles will come. In this life, death will come. In this life, poverty will come. But guess what? In this life, when you fall, Donnie McClurkin sang this song years ago. We fall down, but we get back up, right? As a believer in Jesus Christ, we know that no matter what we go through, whether we cause it on ourselves, whether it's just a trial that's testing our faith, whether it's the situation is just something that we just got to go through in order to grow us up in our most holy faith. Because if you are never challenged in your life, if you never challenged in your faith, how will you know that you can make it? If you never have problems in life, how would you know that God can solve them? How would you know that God is a healer if you never have a illness? How will you know that God will provide for you if you are never in need? So in this life, we will have different circumstances, but in everything, we have to understand that God is in control. And because God is in control, we understand that this is the day that the Lord has made, right? And we will rejoice in it. Anyway, this has been EB3, speaking the truth in love, trying to encourage you that no matter what you're going through today, find a way to rejoice in the fact that God made this day. And by the way, He made you, He's going to keep you, and He's going to bring you out of all of your hard situations. It may be a while. We have to go through long suffering sometimes, but at the end, God will bring you out. Be blessed, be a blessing, and I am out.